Salut, c'est Géraldine, bienvenue sur Comme une Française TV, Sound French, even to the French. Hey, today is the 14th of February. Little angels are shooting arrows into hearts, roses are everywhere, and French people are even more romantic than usual. It's Valentine's Day. If you're in a loving relationship, it's a fun occasion to say sweet things to each other and celebrate your romance. If you're single, well, today is also the Singles Awareness Day, so you have a good excuse to go out with your friends if you want. But is Valentine's Day different in France? What is the French people's view on romance? How can you translate a romantic date in French? Let's dive in. Valentine's Day in France is called la Saint Valentin, la Saint Valentin. There isn't a real connection between the tradition and the actual saint, but we tend to refer to some specific days with the name of the Catholic saint they're associated with. You will find more about that in the episode about Name Day. Check the link in the video description on the blog. Nowadays, la Saint Valentin is a celebration of romantic love. It's la fête des amoureux, la fête des amoureux, Lovers' Day. Some say it comes from an old tradition, from the Romans of antiquity through medieval popes. But here in France, it's actually been forgotten for a long time. The relatively recent revival of the celebration mostly comes from the Anglo-Saxon version of Valentine's Day. Today is also the day of Cupidon, Cupidon, the angel Cupid. Be careful though, in French, Cupid is an adjective and it means greedy. You'll also find des cœurs. We say un cœur, heart, everywhere. So beware, this strange vowel sign and its pronunciation is E, and it's written O-E. We say E dans l'eau, E dans l'eau. The same as in un œuf, an egg. But let's now see what's at the heart of French Valentine's Day. So what do we do for la Saint Valentin? Well, the most emblematic gesture would be to offrir des fleurs, to buy flowers for someone. It can be one rose or un bouquet de fleurs, a bunch of flowers. It's a good day for les florists. You could opt for a more delicious gift. For example, une boîte de chocolat, or even des bonbons sweets, which is also the name of a famous Jacques Brel song, and you will find a link to his performance in the video description on the blog. It's the one day of the year where you can be completely fleur bleue, naively romantic. So go on and write des mots doux, tender words in a card à l'eau de rose. That's sappy in French. It's a good day for those people who go all in on romance and fall in love so easily. In French, we say they have un cœur d'artichaut, an artichoke heart. But vegetable heart or no, we still often use little nicknames for our significant others. They're not the same as the most common ones in English though. Well, bébé for baby is popular, but to be honest, it's seen as very sappy. And there's nothing wrong with that, that's okay. French people wouldn't use honey though, but rather mon cœur, my heart, or cute animal names. This can be simple like mon lapin, my bunny, or more mushy like mon petit chaton en sucre, my little sugar kitten. Or just weird but very, very common like ma puce, my flea. Fleas are cute, I guess. Of course, the all-time most popular pet names are still mon chéri, or ma chérie for my darling, and mon amour for my love, mon amour. Anyway, on Valentine's Day, it's also usual to go on a date, but I will talk about that later. And if you're not in a relationship, don't worry, at least you can play the I don't care card. French singer Anaïs made this funny song about that actually. It's called Mon amour, mon cœur, and deals with the frustration of hearing and seeing disgustingly romantic couples around. You will find a link to her song in the video description on the blog. There's some traditions that we French people don't do for La Saint Valentin. In general, it's not seen as that big a deal for most people. Chocolates aren't an obligation and no one would ask, will you be my Valentine, for instance. Also, it's actually quite popular not to do anything special for Valentine's Day as a reaction against artificial traditions or la société de consommation. La société de consommation, consumerist society, and all their friends. But well, why not? Sure, you should treat each day as a special one, but Valentine's Day makes for a good day to feel romantic. It can be fun. One very important point though, all these traditions for La Saint Valentin only apply to your significant other in France. Don't give chocolates to your friends or teachers or whoever. I mean, you could do it because chocolates are always wonderful regardless, but know that it would be weird. Finally, I want to talk about one special difficulty French people themselves have with French language: how to translate the English a date. As you know, une date only applies to a calendar date, like today, tomorrow, the day before. Not to be confused with une date, a date as in the fruit from a Middle Eastern palm tree, you know, the small delicious one. No, the romantic word for date in French would be un rendezvous, technically, un rendezvous. But it's also the name for any set meeting, and your doctor's appointment as well. So we would clarify, for example, un rendezvous romantique maybe, un rendezvous romantique. But sometimes dates aren't really romantic per se, they can be just fun or enjoyable. And some people could say un rendezvous galant as well. Un rendezvous galant. I think that would be the official translation for a date, but it sounds old-fashioned. One could turn to slang instead. We could say un rencard. Un rencard. That's a good translation. However, that slang is actually also outdated now. So that's how young French people just gave up and ended up translating it into English. J'ai un date avec Maxime ce soir. J'ai un date avec Maxime ce soir. I have a date with Maxime tonight. But if you've heard any good translation lately, let me know. I would love to hear from you. Et toi? How is La Saint Valentin celebrated in your country? What fun and unusual thing have you done for your Valentine's Day? Are you doing anything special tonight? Tell me in the comment section, I want to hear from you. If you're on YouTube, you will find a link below this video to comeinfrancaise.com. On the site, I read all the comments and answer all your questions too. Did you like this video? Do you want more? Let me share exclusive lessons, private offers and my 10 favorite Comme une Française handpicked episodes with you by email. It's super easy to join. Leave me your first name and email and I will get back to you straight away. Subscribe to get my best content straight to your inbox. The fantastic stuff that's not even on YouTube. And the best thing is it's all free. Merci for watching Comme une Française TV. Sound French even to the French. Allez, salut!